อิงลั่นซีซั่นนี้นะคะพี่คณาชวนรุ่นพี่มหาวิทยาลัยมหิดลมาพูดคุยกันเป็นภาษาอังกฤษให้ทุกคนฝึกฟังภาษาอังกฤษไปด้วยกันค่ะและวันนี้โอ้โหความสดใสน่ารักเต็มสตูดิโอของเราไปแล้วนะคะ
Okay, so my name is Tam Tam. I'm currently a fifth-year student in Mahidol International Dental School.
So a dentist to be.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Okay,
hopefully.
All right. Now, would you say you're a studious one who's really likes to study, or someone who do a lot of activities?
I guess a little bit of both, or maybe a little too much of both as well. Because I'm very concentrated in things I do. So when I study hard, and when I do activities, I also go hard on that one as well.
That's like a perfect answer. I do well in all things. Okay, that's
I do hard, but I'm not sure if it's well, but yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you are. I've heard some like good reputation.
Oh, thank you.
What are some of the activities that you did?
I joined this program called the MUIR, Mahidol University International Relations. So that is where the students' representatives are signed up to be representing the school in international level. So we welcome international students when they come for study abroad, or we also go abroad as well. And also after that, I got the chance to be the MC, the Master of Ceremony for the new student orientation on my second year. Wow. Which was pretty huge.
So a lot of activities you do are like international, you need to use a lot of English, right?
Yeah, quite a lot, yeah.
All right. Now we just talked a little bit about MUIR.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it, the program? Was it a program? Was it like an opportunity?
It's like a small program where the university selects a couple of students per year to be representing the university itself to when we have any international relations, hence their name. And also there were a lot of activities as well that universities from abroad, they would contact the universities in Thailand that they ask for representatives to go abroad, and so they would select the students from this pool of students in MUIR to go abroad. So there was this one event held in Singapore back in my first year. It was called the Youth Equosperity. So it was this huge conference that they asked students all over Asia from top universities in each country to represent their country and their youth from different aspects, from different backgrounds, how we can use our knowledge, how we can use our tools, our resources from our own country to contribute to the world, and how to make it more sustainable in terms of like economics and environment and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay, so there will be a lot of events, a lot of conferences that you can join as like an ambassadors.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Okay, so is everyone that apply? You need to apply for the program, right?
Yep.
Is everyone got selected, or you need to go through process of selection?
There was a process of selection, so it wasn't only just students in international program of Mahidol that can apply, so it's anybody that is interested, but you have to be confident, and you have to use a lot of the English language in doing everything, like listening, speaking, writing, reading.
Right, because you need to join the international events and all, right? So do you have any tips for people watching this right now to learn English or practice English in their everyday life?
Well, I think that you have to first like it, because when people don't like something and they were asked to do it, then it feels forced. So if you feel forced to do something, it's over very quickly.
Right.
So first find something that entertains you while it's in English as well. Like for example, for me, I started off very young, quite luckily, because there were shows, there were certain movies that I liked that was in English that kept me very interested in the language.
Right.
Yeah. So my advice for people who may just be starting or are struggling with the English language is that they should start with something small that they actually enjoy.
Can you give us some examples of your favorite shows that you learned a lot of English from?
I grew up with Harry Potter a lot, but at that time I was still watching it in Thai because I was very young. But the movie that really kickstart me in English was The Hunger Games. So good.
Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, The Girl on Fire. I rewatched the movies so many times that some of the lines are still like stuck with me that I can recite.
Really? What are some of the lines that you still remember?
But I'm not sure if it's a spoiler, so if someone's watching and they haven't seen it, then maybe
skip the spoiler.
So there was this one scene that Katniss, the protagonist, she was doing a propaganda because they were rebels that they were going against the capital. So and she went down to the districts where they were bombing, and she saw the bomb happening at the hospital. Yeah, and then she went down. She was crying, and then she was like, and the propaganda team, they asked her, "What do you want to say?" And then she went, "I want the rebels to know that I'm alive, and I'm in District 8, where there's bomb at the hospital, filled with men, women, and children, and there will be no survivors. And if you think for a second that the capital will ever treat us fairly, then you're lying to yourself, because we know who they are and what they do, and this is what they do." Something like that.
Wow, line by line. เป๊ะมาก 100% perfection. Wow, that's amazing. So that's something that you learn from liking it so much.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
that's how you learn best, right?
Yeah.
Last but not least, I'm asking on behalf of high school students, university students, that once we, โอ้โห พี่ตำตำเก่งมากเลยค่ะ I want to be just like you. Do you have any advice for them?
I don't think that my English is above and beyond anybody else, but I think that a lot of things that came to me as a good opportunity comes from knowing English and being confident enough to use it and make mistakes in it. So I think that my advice would be to start small and work your way through it and be persistent in the things that you do. And keep your arms open to every opportunity. Just never say never. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So many wise words today. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your tips, your experience with us today. I'm pretty sure น้องๆ are feeling inspired and grateful for what you have just shared today. ขอบคุณมากเลยนะคะ
ขอบคุณมากค่ะ